And we are live. Welcome back to the Wildlands campaign. Take a moment. Take a breath. Get back into the mindset of people who have been delving down into this deadly, dangerous dungeon for a couple of days now. And at this moment, you are here. You are on the second basement, counting up as you go down, of the geothermal station that powers the arcane cannon above. You have fought your way through Trusk and learning a great secret of the pink chill. You survived a deadly dangerous trap that guarded a large cave that contained a bunch of maintenance workers who were angry and afraid. You passed by the spill that they have been trying to clean up. As always, cartography by the Chipeku Patreon. And you have passed here into this corridor, somewhat begrudgingly, but through successful negotiations. Where you stand, to your right, the east, you can hear through the walls, vibrating in your bones, this powerful hum, as of some hub of machinery or piping. And you can, there's places, there are hot and cold spots where something is, you can feel it through the walls. These stone walls that are, once again, in this area, somewhat paved or covered over by metal sheeting. You passed into this door after getting zapped by a minor electricity trap, where you found a creature that you have rarely seen. A dragonborn. Bronze of scale, and wearing these distinctive bracers and belt. With the green glowing magic wreathing his talons, he stared up as he is down in a depression toward Vapos from a chamber littered with bones. This was in fact labeled the Bone Chamber. Oh man, are we even live? Yeah, okay. It says that the stream is unstable, so we may be due for our customary stream breakage earlier than usual. Thank you, man, for no screen name. Vapos, as you stared at one another, you looked up. And, what is it? Do you have see invisibility active or something?
I have Visage of the Elemental Self, which lets me see through both magical and non-magical darkness.
Oh yeah, you were turn invisible. And the see invisibility was different. Okay, that's right. So you are seeing way up, like 75 feet up into this sort of chimney of a cave. And you can see descending out of the darkness and magical darkness, this terrifying creature. Bony, or at least emaciated to the point of being skeletal. It's the size of a giant, with long, sharp claws and this tremendous tail that loops way up over it and has a intimidating stinger. And this thing is floating downward, flying down out of the darkness at this moment. Only Vapos can see it. That is where we have left things. Any questions before we press play, as it were? All right, then. I'm going to assume you all have a firm grasp on what's going on.
Think I'm all set.
Does anyone want to do anything?
Yeah. Vapos is going to immediately alert the party. There's a fiend up there that's coming down right now. Coming down from the darkness. So we should be ready for a fight.
Oh, dang.
What is it with all of these shopkeepers not wanting anybody to shop at their stores?
I don't know, but I would very much like to shop here. So shall we deal with this?
If we have to kill a demon for you to get your little hand wrap thingies, then we have to kill a demon for you to get your little hand wrap thingies.
I appreciate the support. Thank you.
I don't believe that for a second. The Dragonborn's voice rings out through the cave, echoing slightly. You have come to finish me off. Last Scion of the drowned city.
I think I understand why you think that I'm here, but I'm not here for that reason.
He points his staff at you.
I also like to know that he isn't technically the last one, but that's besides the point.
Well, no, he's referring to the. I think he's referring to the Dragonborn city. That.
Yeah, but we've met another Dragonborn before that escaped. So
Who
he's
is
not the last
speaking from around the corner?
Local bird friend.
You cannot be my friend if you travel with this one, devoted to the Whisperer.
They've tried to kill him multiple times. We're not friends anymore. Or he's not friends with them anymore.
He came out of that group and is now working to destroy them.
Yes, I have. I've chosen to follow my own path. I no longer follow the way of the four elements. I once was devoted to her, but no longer.
The Dragonborn's eyes seem to pierce the twilight of the cave, and he takes a step forward, snapping a bone underfoot. Prove it!
Very well. I suppose this is the best way for me to do so. And I am going to... I've already got the Visage of the Elemental Self active. But I will also activate the Arms of the Elemental Self. And... basically I'm just going to say that, I'm just going to say, I have traded away the gifts of the four elements to choose instead to focus on my birthright, and I am now instead following the way of the elemental self. I've forsaken or the corrupted teachings of the Four, and am following my own path.
He takes another few steps forward, peering at you in the green glow that emanates from his talons. Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
All right.
Come on, Vapos, I believe in you. It may be misplaced, but I believe in you.
Yeah, unfortunately, Visage of the Elemental Self only helps me with intimidation checks. So here we go. Persuasion.
Thank goodness for that advantage.
Thank goodness.
So, well role played.
Thank you.
His draconic eyes widen and then narrow. That will do for the moment. He waves his hand. Noit Pricas. And the tremendous giant scorpion-tailed bone thing flies off to the side. But it's still some ways up in the air. 35 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And he steps forward. Do you deny that your people, your sorcerers' friends, came to the city and drowned it?
I do not doubt that those that I once called brothers would have committed such an atrocity. I was not there, and I don't know for certain, but I would not doubt your word on this. I've heard others say the same thing.
Yes. The Whisperer. She was there. She directed the rage of the gods and tricked them into drowning the city. For all its sins. Do you believe that the city deserved to drown? Waterman. Genasi.
Vapos is just going to shake his head, or shake his head, and say, "I would not dream of passing judgment on an entire city or civilization without having seen or witnessed anything of it myself."
They were proud, racist, insular, evil. Do you think they deserved to drown?
Respectfully, sir, I've only just met you, and so while I am inclined to take your word with a good amount of appreciation, given your heritage and your standing even within this tower, your word alone would not be enough for me to make such a condemnation.
What is your master's name?
I learned from Master Fitzwell.
Yeah. Mr. Fitzywell. Hello, Ethan Hans. These are the words of one who knows respect. Yes, all of you may enter my chamber of meditation.
Vapos will bow at the waist and dismiss his arms and visage of the elemental self and just say, "Thank you, Master." And he'll step inside.
Okay.
You do us a great honor by inviting us inside.
I do. But you are very polite to say so. Welcome to the Chamber of Bones. So, if my lady above has espied correctly, you are the Wanderers.
That's us. For better or worse. Hopefully better. Our track record is a little mixed.
Yes, I suppose so. But who can say otherwise? Come, I will give you a gift. And, he starts rummaging in an alcove in the stone that you can't really see except at a certain angle. And as he's doing so, he says, what do you intend with them? The four.
We have learned of some tools that could allow us to disrupt their plans. At the very least. Potentially more than that. And we are gathering what we need in order to be able to accomplish the task.
It will not be easy.
Nothing worthwhile ever is.
What are you heading toward next? He pulls out some leather wraps.
Forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'll kind of look around to the rest of the group. But I believe that we are heading to the east, to the location of the Swordwinks.
And Kiri nods.
To warn them of a coming danger and potentially gather allies for seeking out the elemental temples.
Ah, the elemental temples. What know you of these? He goes around to start tying these leather strips around anyone who wants them on their wrist.
I mean, I won't say no.
Same.
Do you have to attune to it?
You do not.
Then I'll take one.
Sure, I'll take one.
Akiri wants to add it to her collection.
What know you of the elemental temples?
We know the rough location of 2 of them.
We know
One
that they
further-
exist.
One further to the north and one further to the east. And we know that they are well guarded, either by the 4 or by other creatures that have moved in. But little else beyond that.
When you know more, send a message to me, and I will help you discover the location if needed. I myself can no longer leave the tower. There you are. He steps back to admire his handiwork. You look down at your wrists, and he's tied a strip of leather. This won't function if you have a gauntlet or like a wrist item.
Okay.
He's tied the leather in this kind of fancy knot around each of your wrists. And actually, when you stare at it, it's quite a fascinating little pattern that he's just very quickly tied together. You didn't even quite see how he did it. It actually seems impossible, the way that the knot goes. It's like it goes through itself almost. It's a very confusing, complex little knot. And you feel lucky.
Cool.
These will give you a luck reroll.
Oh, wow.
Once per week.
Max, I apologize, I missed it. Are these attuned items?
They are not attuned. They are
Okay,
luck
thank you.
charms. They give you a luck reroll once per week. But they take the same item slot as bracers, or and such. So
Okay, I do have hand wrappings for my fists. Would that?
yeah, that probably would interfere.
Okay.
But when he sees that you have hand wrappings, he will pause, and say, "Would you prefer a belt?"
Vapos is going just going to say, "I apologize, but I'm already bearing a belt that is one of the last vestiges of one of my former masters," and I will kind of lift up my tunic to show him the runic monk's belt.
What does that do again?
This is the one that is embroidered with the mandala of Earth Genasi. It gives me +1 to attack and damage with unarmed strikes.
Cool. Very well. I understand. But I need to give it to you anyway.
Why don't you use... Because, Vapos, you have, water dreadlocks, right? If I
Yes.
remember correctly. Maybe you could use it to tie his dreadlocks back.
It may come as a surprise to you that I am not an expert in hair.
If that's what you want to call what's coming off of Vapos' head.
Yeah, he rubs his bald, scaly head.
Yeah. Vapos will chuckle a little bit, and he will just say, It is a fine gift, regardless of whether I can currently utilize it. Thank you very much.
I will offer as a gift to you half price if you would like to buy anything from me. How would that be?
That would be more than acceptable. I am very interested to see what you have for sale.
Very well. He pulls out a metal token.
Vapos will say, but before we get to that, there was one other thing that I did want to mention regarding my knowledge of the temples.
Good. We will discuss that in a moment. But take this. He reaches out the coin and then he draws back. Like almost like he's afraid of touching you.
Okay. Vapos will just offer a hand for him, or like palm up, so that he can just drop it into my hand.
Okay, he tosses you the coin. It's a gold coin, but slightly heavier and larger than normal gold coins, and it's also stamped with a kind of a dragonborn's profile. Coinage of the great houses of the Grana. That is my token of my gift to you.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you would like to discuss more of the elemental temples, we could do so before doing any trade. Or after.
Yes. The other thing that I wanted to mention was what I know regarding what must be done there. And it's not particularly detailed, except that I know that it requires the use of this weapon. And I will very slowly, non-threateningly as much as I can, pull out the Shadow Dragon Dagger.
His scaly face is a look of... an intense look. It's a little hard to figure out exactly what he's thinking, but... that looks very odd. It is draconic in origin, no doubt.
Indeed. I've been told that it is the tooth of a shadow dragon.
Ah, yes. If you want my advice, don't let the blue-haired man touch it.
Vapos will kind of give him an odd look, but then say, I will certainly take that under consideration. Thank you.
No offense.
None was taken.
Is he talking about breath?
He's looking right at Bref when he says no offense.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I can't take any offense because I wouldn't understand it.
Ah,
I'm too mesmerized by your meticulous knot.
do you know that you are marked by the shadow?
Oh yeah, no, he's a jerk, but that was a dark time in my life.
He is more than a jerk. He is a demon, an ancient being of many secrets. He's wily.
Akiri looks at Bella and Breath, like a really sidelong stink eye, and goes, "Yeah, we've been trying to avoid him, most of us."
Yes. He looks at Bella and then peers through the darkness. You are marked as well, are you not?
That's correct.
Because some people
I
can
see.
keep their fucking hands to themselves.
The bone, the tooth that you carry. It is strong in shadow magic. And were one of these two to grasp it, the shadow within them would grow stronger.
Oh, right, we're not going to let those two touch it then.
Vapos will immediately put it away and say, "Thank you for your insight. Do you happen to know anything? I've been told that the weapon has a twin and that they should be used together."
Yes. And she should know as well. He points at Curls.
What? Wait. Do I? This is in character, BT dubs.
I don't know what you know, young feathered one. But your path is heavy with prophecy.
Yeah.
Idiot can
I
see
know.
that. However, it may be your task to prize the twin of this dagger from the fiery one.
She looks rather confused. As confused as her burnt face can look.
Ah, you do not yet know.
No, is there something I should know?
You will see. Vapos the Ganassi.
As he turns back to Vapos, Akari just looks
You-
still incredibly confused.
You
And a little put out.
Vapos the Ganassi, you will soon meet one who has a habit of collecting such things. I have no doubt your former master would have given it up.
I see. Well, thank you for the information. It sounds as though we're on the right track, at least.
It would seem so, yes. You have great tasks laid upon you all, do you not?
I guess you could say that.
As far as I can tell, I'm just kind of along for the ride.
You may send me messages and I will answer.
Thank you very much. That is a generous offer.
I would see you succeed. Any discomfort to those who return after centuries to take over the Wildlands. That would be pleasing to me.
I don't suppose you're the master that has weapons for sale?
Weapons? No. My specialties are gloves, gauntlets, bracers, and belts.
Blitz will not. Sorry, then.
I am a
Forgot which one was the
battle mage.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Are you looking for such things?
Yes, I was hoping to get my hands on a crossbow.
The one who deals in weapons is Edrashan.
Alright,
Master Edrashan is in the 3rd basement. Down below.
I see.
They are doing business with the others of your kind.
Yes, we met them before. They're, not the friendly sort, are they?
I would not know. Now,
Thank you for the information. You'll just kind of bow a little bit.
you are welcome, Pale One. Do any of you wish to purchase anything that I have? I have gloves of the Titan's grip, of the Ultra Savant. I have gloves of object reading, manual prowess, lightning, bracers of wind. I have brawler's gauntlets, bracers of retaliation. I have the belt of ultimate athleticism, the belt of theft healing, the belt of one mighty blow, the belt of hidden pouches, the belt of growth, and key straps.
I'm very curious about those key straps that you mentioned.
I am certain that you would be. So he describes what they do. So the key straps are these leather wrappings. He shows them to you. They straight up increase your key pool by 2.
Oh.
They are attuned.
Okay.
And they allow you to spend, if you spend 2 hit dice, they give you a special ability.
Okay.
If you spend 2 hit dice when you do a stunning fist attack, you can increase the enhancement. You can increase the DC of your stunning fist by 2.
Holy crap. Yeah, those sound awesome. How much would you charge for these key straps?
Normally, the price would be 3,000 pieces of gold, but I have given you half. If you have my token.
I think that is more than acceptable. Do you accept astral diamonds?
Of course. You are in Ubin Tower.
Very well then. And Vapos will hand over 15 astral diamonds and the token that you've just given me.
He shows you how to wrap your hands in these fine leather straps containing a great deal of power.
All right. Awesome.
By the way, in chat, let's see. Thank you to Taladar. Subscribed for 21 months renewed. Thank you so much. Encouraging the stream, Taladar. It's so greatly appreciated. You have no idea. And Taladar says, hey, Max and Wildlands crew. The man with no screen name says, Bref cannot take any offense because he's already on offense.
It's what I'm good at.
And also the man with no screen name is screaming at you guys to purchase the gloves of object reading.
I mean, I can't read, so I don't think it'd help at all.
Blitz is trying to save his money for a crossbow. I just bought a disguise kit.
Alright.
What do the gloves of object reading do?
While wearing these gloves, he pulls out these white lace gloves threaded with platinum. So they are fine ladies' gloves. You can learn details about the object's previous owner through the psychic impressions it has accumulated. The amount of information revealed depends on how long you study the object. So you can spend up to 6 minutes studying the object, and each minute gives you another fact about the previous owner.
What do you think, guys? That sounds incredibly intriguing to me.
Also very useful. I think that's worth it.
How much do they cost?
3,000 pieces of gold.
I'll take them.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Major influence by the man with no screen name. Okay. If you exchange coin to him, he will give you the white lacy gloves of object reading.
They also look absolutely fantastic on me, so.
Correct. Would you? They can be elbow length if you want.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. Oh, but they are attuned. You do have to attune to them.
I'll figure it out.
All right. I'd love to give you more objects that don't require attunement, but that one pretty much has to be. Actually, why don't I go ahead and tell you this now so that hopefully we remember later. So the first minute is the last owner's race. Second minute, last owner's gender. Third minute, last owner's age. Fourth minute, last owner's alignment. Fifth minute is probably the most important one, how the last owner gained and lost the object. And if you continue concentrating on it, You can gain additional info, like about like stuff that happened to them while they had the object, or that the object was used for. And then after that, you get the chain of ownership. So the owner previous to the previous owner.
Interesting.
Okay.
So that's how it works.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The screen name says, "I bought a used car once. This was a good purchase." Oh man, I don't know if I want to know the man with no screen name.
No kidding.
All right. Well,
But,
that was interesting.
Vapos did also want to ask. He mentioned a couple of belts that sounded a little bit more offensive in nature.
Okay.
Was there anything there that would be helpful for Vapos's fighting style?
Well, there's the Belt of Ultimate Athleticism, which belt. There it is. All right. A simple cloth belt, a braid of black, green, and gold threads. So you can... you can activate the belt to give you a minimum roll on athletics and acrobatics checks. So minimum of, it's as if you rolled, if you roll lower than 10, it's as if you rolled 10.
That's interesting.
In addition, once per day, you can gain an automatic 20 on any athletics or acrobatics check. But you wanted to know more about combat. Belt of One Mighty Blow. That's probably... Or Belt of Growth, probably, is what you're looking for.
Yeah, both of those sound interesting.
Belt of One Mighty Blow. A wide leather belt set with a single blood-red carbuncle. He shows you. So, given the name, you won't be surprised to learn that it has one charge and works once, recharges once. It works once per day. A Belt of One Mighty Blow gives extra damage on the next melee attack made before the end of your turn. A light weapon deals an extra D8. A one-handed weapon deals an extra 2d6. And a two-handed weapon deals an extra 3d6.
Okay. Not super useful for me then. 'Cause fists are considered light weapons.
He also has a Belt of Hidden Pouches, which I guess you don't care about. Secret pocket belt.
Particularly.
But the Belt of... the Belt of Growth basically gives you once per day in large person. Once per day in large.
Gotcha. Okay. I will stick with the current belt that I've got then.
All right. Sure thing. I also have something for those with deep pockets. I don't know if you would be interested in that.
Well, now you at least have to show us because you mentioned it.
Certainly interested in seeing what you have to offer.
I call it the Belt of the Battle God. It's a leather belt with a platinum buckle set with 3 small black pearls. This absolutely insane item has 3 charges, and you can spend the charges to gain extra actions. It also gives you a bonus to initiative.
That sounds incredibly good.
But for
I want to put that on Braff.
I already have a belt I am quite attached to.
Well, it's attached to you, too.
Graf pauses for a moment and says, "Oh! Ha ha ha! Ah! Took me a minute. I like that. It is attached to me."
I know you'd get there eventually.
What would be the price for this wondrous item?
This is my masterpiece. I could not part with it for less than 12,000 pieces of gold.
Jeez, Lou.
Are your pockets that deep, Phapus?
My pockets are not even close to that deep.
Well, he was impressed by how casually you handed over a bunch of astral diamonds.
Yeah, that's fair. But truth is that pretty close to cleaned him out. But yeah, Vapos will just say that is certainly a worthy price for such an item, but unfortunately it's beyond my reach at the moment.
I understand. Return when you have plundered an elemental temple.
I will do my best to do so. Thank you very much, sir.
It is good to see an adventuring party with more than avarice at its heart. Master Ubbid will like you.
I sure hope he does.
Yeah, that's a big relief because so far almost nobody else in this tower really seems to.
Hey, Akiri, people are asking what your art is. Where's your art? Because they're looking at the evil unicorn.
Oh, it's not mine, unfortunately. It's just pretty. I don't remember. I can't for the life of me remember where I got it from. But I like it a lot.
Well, watch your step.
We most certainly will. Thank you for your time. I think if no one else has anything else that they wish to do here, then perhaps it's time for us to be on our way.
To the east, at the end of the corridor, lies the piping hub, and a great hole down to the next basement. To the left, however, are some stairs.
Terrifying.
You're afraid of stairs? Well, I can't blame you. I have acquired a hydrophobia myself.
I feel like that's rather understandable.
I thought you were going to say, I have acquired many stairs myself.
I was not
Yeah.
going to say that, though.
Vapos is just going to nod and say, I can understand why you would feel the way that you do, and I'm sorry for any distress that my presence caused.
Perhaps it is good training.
Perhaps so. And I think with that, Vapos will bow and leave the room.
Okay.
Bye,
No.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Farewell, and watch yourselves. He starts straightening up his bones and sits on a flat part of the rock and goes into a meditation pose.
Man, I'm not used to not being the one who gets the funny looks.
Well, Vapus is made out of water.
Right, but he doesn't look like like he's about to steal your soul.
Akiri looks at you with her very bird-shaped face and bird-shaped self and gives you just this look of, oh, sweetie.
Vapos is just going to look to Blitz and say, do remember that his entire civilization was drowned.
Oh, I know. I'm
It's-
not. It's totally understandable. It's just, I'm just used to being the one that everyone kind of looks at whenever we go anywhere. In a negative way, I mean.
I understand what you mean.
All of you have gotten a lot fewer strange looks in that way, being in the tower. Blitz very much included.
Right, well, shall we press on? Or is there another reason why we're still here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Do we have any, I'm trying to remember. Were there any warnings we need to know about the passage to the third basement?
Nothing stands out in my memory.
I'm trying to remember. I'm looking at the notes right now. Because he gave us some really good advice. He said we need to take the service elevator, bypass the trap by pushing all the buttons at the same time, and then the button you want. And he also said B3 is dangerous, blood lightning crystals, coolant tank, Yeti cave with peeklings in their buying ship. So I guess we're looking for a service elevator.
Yeah, which this master said was in the path on the right.
Alright. I say we get moving.
Let's do it.
Alright, everyone be careful, please.
Where do you move?
I guess we're going down the right path, since that's what you told us. Or do we want to explore?
Actually,
the left
Avea
together?
said that the stairs were on the left.
Oh.
Yeah, do we want to take the stairs or do we want to try to take the service elevator?
I mean, I think at this
I'm
point,
okay with trying the stairs.
yeah, I feel like we don't want to go back to the place we just were. I don't think we get a very warm reception.
Okay. Oh, so do we know for sure the service elevator is behind us?
Well, that seems to be what they suggested.
Oh, okay.
All right, then let's proceed up and to the left.
All right, Blitz moves. All right. So you find yourselves in a cave. Again, it's a sort of a modified cave. Wow, what?
Wow, a cave! Incredible.
Curl's sarcasm notwithstanding. You see to the left a door with a kind of a stair icon on it. And just as you are entering this chamber, a steam-powered spider mech wearing a top hat scuttles off to the right down this passageway. You hear a voice just around the corner.
Blitz would
Can we
like.
hear what they're saying, or is it just kind of murmuring?
Too echoey, murmuring.
Okay.
Blitz would like to walk up to right here and see if he can hear what they're saying better.
Does he look around the corner? I guess he is, yeah.
Yeah, he'll look around the corner.
All right. You see this guy patting the spider mech on the top hat head with his magic wrench and kind of saying to it, "Well, you're going to need an extra bit of grease tonight, aren't you? Well, come on, we'd best get back to work. Come on, Bessie." There's a lot of weird sounds coming from around the further corner. There's this kind of hollow wind noise and humming and a lot of tickety-tackety sounding of scuttling. Metallic clanging and the like. Blitz, this guy looks up and sees you and kind of gives a start and he kind of waves you away. But then he and Bessie turn and run around the corner.
Well, there's some weird sounds coming from around the corner here, but I think we've been spotted, obviously. I don't know if there's any reason to explore down that path further. We can go down the door over there. But if
So just make sure whoever opens it has the key.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully we've learned that lesson by now.
I think we gave it to Vapos to open last time.
No. Bref actually opened the door.
Oh, okay. So perhaps you still have it.
All right. It is in my inventory, so I guess that makes sense. I try to open the door.
In what manner do you try to open the door?
With the key.
All right. No problem there. You insert the key, and it slides open to reveal a room.
Wow.
A room
Boxes!
with boxes and a set of stairs leading down.
Well, gang, shall we venture forth?
Sure.
I'm kind of curious what's in these boxes.
No, it's Vapos. Vapos will take a look at this box here.
Okay. They are crates, so they have to be levered open.
I have a shovel.
I guess you could use that. Go ahead and... Oh, good night, Danielle.
Good night.
Good night, Danielle.
Yeah,
Night,
thanks for
Danielle.
playing. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh wait, no, I have a literal crowbar.
Ah, there you go. I was just about to make up rules for a chance of breaking your shovel.
Crowbar is better.
Yeah, you lever that that bitch open. Are you gonna do it to all of them?
I'm gonna see what's in this first one.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to roll a D100. It has been a while since I used this table. So the top pops off, clatters to the floor. And inside, you find a bunch of heavy burlap cloths, folded and stacked up. There's a slight smell of mildew, but that's not what gathers your attention. Bref, in the middle of the sheet of burlap, there lies a doll. A doll made of cloth with kind of a spooky doll with a smile stitched on and buttons and a bow. Actually, it looks pretty much exactly like this.
It's Scrump!
It's Scrump!
And it has a large needle poking right through the middle of it.
Oh! That looks like dolls my mom would make when I was little. She'd sell them in market sometimes.
I grow more afraid of your mother every day, Akiri.
Well, I said kind of. Hers were a lot cuter than that.
Do you want to... What do you want to do? Do you want to take it, Bref?
This has never really come up before. Is the concept of voodoo a thing in the Wildlands? Like, is that a cultural... the idea of a pin stuck in a doll, is that something that's pervaded the landscape?
Yeah, you would associate it with... You would not only have heard of it, but you would associate it strongly with hags.
I'm going to look at it for a moment
Okay.
and think,
All right.
I don't know who you are or what you did to deserve this, but I think it's been long enough. And I'm going to try and pull the pin loose.
Okay. The well, first of all, you see that there's a piece of thread hanging off, and on the back of the doll, when you pick it up, it says Quentin. And actually, I'm sorry, that's not the name. It says Kront.
Oh. Interesting.
Hey, Bella, I think someone's trying to fuck with your boyfriend.
This is really unfortunate.
I mean, besides you, Bella.
Right, yes. Obviously. This is unacceptable and will not stand.
Yeah, I mean, even more so, I'm definitely going to try and pull that pin loose.
Okay. Make a strength check. It resists. It's really wedged in there.
Almost made a saving throw. Whoops. That's an 8.
You can't quite pull it out. And as you struggle with it, the doll gives a cry of pain.
Huh.
Braf, you should probably stop.
But it's something affecting our good friend Kront.
And I think you're affecting it more right now.
Can your holy magic do something about this?
Akiri looks at it and taps her bird gen real quick as I check her character sheet.
Okay. You get distracted from your conversation, Bref. A voice speaks that only you and Bella can hear.
Why won't he leave us alone?
Why?
Gee, it's almost like you two are like, hey, bestest buddy. Help, please?
I can help you with this, my children.
Oh, surely it can't be that hard. Here, I'll try to pull it out.
Akiri pipes up. If it doesn't work, I have remove curse or also dispel magic. I don't know which one would work better.
I got a 13.
You pull at the needle, and the doll gives another cry of pain. You are hurting him, my child. Thou dost not know what thou doest. The needle starts to come loose. It's like
Here,
halfway out.
let me see it. Just give it here.
I'll hand it to Akiri.
And Akiri casts dispel magic at we'll do 4th level. Give it a little bit of extra juice.
Cool. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Okay. It was booby-trapped to react to a Dispel Magic spell.
Oh, I should have used fucking remove curse.
And
Oh well.
you are kind of blasted by some dark magic.
She gives...
What?
Oh, she squeaks in surprise.
Mm-hmm. You can sense that the magic has powered down in the doll, but it's not like it's gonna revive itself. This living spell. Bella and Bref, you hear, "Fools! You children do more harm than good.
Oh, you're one
What
to
else is
talk.
When have I ever done aught but help thee?"
I'm just gonna ignore him. He's not my real dad.
Was Brett talking out loud there?
Oh yeah, no, sorry, the Shadow's here. He's talking shit about us.
And
What else is new?
what is he saying right now?
Oh, that we're meddling in things we don't understand and doing more harm than good, yada yada yada.
Is he speaking,
As if that's not what we do every day.
is he speaking specifically about the doll?
I think so.
You want that? No.
Okay. What is he? Has he offered any advice or help of how to deal with it?
Probably not.
Oh, his help always comes at a price.
Well, from what you guys have told me, it sounds like his help at worst isn't very helpful, but doesn't really hurt you guys.
Yeah, but as was mentioned before, he's a very old, very powerful demon. Who apparently really wants us to do something for him? I don't know.
I guess all I'm saying is, if we want to do something about this doll, do we at least want to hear what he has to say about it?
Absolutely not.
We're all just like, nope.
Blitz, I can understand where you're coming from on this, but as someone who has rather directly trafficked with darker powers with a more nefarious goal, trust me when I say it always starts out innocently. It always
It's like a multi-level marketing scheme in that.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Blitz is just gonna shrug and say, "Alright, I'm just saying, y'all haven't even heard what he has to say. He might just be giving you advice. But alright."
Listen,
Blitz.
are you okay?
How would you feel if your previous patron came up to one of us and offered us assistance?
He kind of you can tell that got a bit of a rise out of him, but he takes a breath and says, "Just because she's a bitch doesn't mean that she can't be right about things. I mean, if she came and told you that, hey, if you step into a den with a pit fiend, it's gonna stomp your face in. Just because she's the worst doesn't mean that she's not right." But that's fine. I get it. If you don't want to, I understand the risk of trusting a demon. I just doesn't sound like any.
It's not even that it's a risk. because he usually is sometimes helpful. It's just that there's always a price attached with it, and that's not really a price we want to pay.
Alright, whatever. I just didn't sound like anyone else had a better idea.
I mean, my idea is it feels like your magic might have had some effect on it. I might give it another pull.
It's like sleeping, kind of, but like it's probably coming back.
Bella, who's currently holding the doll?
Akiri, I assume.
Okay. Bella, the voice was stronger when you were holding the doll. It was easier to hear.
Oh, great. The shadow seems to be connected to this thing somehow.
Of course he would be.
The voice is stronger when I was hearing it. When I was holding it, I could hear him more clearly. So, just be careful.
It's alright, I've already got It's alright, I'm kind of claimed by another deity, so I feel like out of all of us, I'm the best one to hold on to it right now.
Also, I have to hand it to you guys for instantly recognizing Scrump. My god, you Disney nerds.
We just watched that movie like a week ago.
Okay, fair. The voice is speaking. It's fainter for Bella, louder for Breath, and it says, "More harm than good. I am no demon, but one with power who can help."
Okay, now we know he's just talking bullshit. Maver, do you want to give this a try? And Maver will flex her dwarfy muscles and try and pull the pin out.
Okay.
This is actually probably a really bad idea, but damn if it isn't very in character for our party to do.
That's an 18 from Mavra.
The dwarfy muscles go to work. Meanwhile, the man with no screen name in chat is saying, "Put the doll back in the box."
Sweetheart, when have we ever done anything sane?
The pin rips out of the middle of the doll. There's this sort of high-pitched sound. The doll gives one final shriek of pain. And, begins to rot and shrivel. Curling up in Mavra's hand.
See, that's all you had to do. Wasn't that hard.
The pin has a drop of blood hanging off of the tip.
I must admit, I'm not exactly fully aware of everything that's happening here, but it sounds like this was affecting someone that you know?
Yes, it's this ridiculously attractive half-orc who we rescued from being turned into stone a few months ago.
Perhaps someone should send him a message.
Oh, give me...
Assuming we didn't just kill him.
Yeah, I can try real quick. Give me a second.
I'm thinking we might want to confirm.
Ethan Hans in chat says, "Burn the doll, burn the doll."
It's gone.
Well, it's rotten.
Oh wait, shit. No, I didn't prepare sending. Never mind, Akiri can't. I didn't prepare that spell this morning. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We're gonna have to leave Cron hanging like that.
The voice is kind of fading as it speaks, especially for you, Bello. You can barely make it out. Dragons, darkness, and witches surround your three-fingered friend. Thou art foolish.
And you're a bastard.
He just said that Kront is surrounded by dragon darkness and witches.
Huh.
It sounds a little paranoid, to be honest.
It's either a really bad or a really good time.
Exactly!
As bad as that sounds, it sounds like he isn't dead.
Blitz has a very unimpressed look on his face with all of you.
He should know this is normal by now.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change anything.
Oh, sure, you're all in favor of poking the bear up until the moment when you're not involved in the drama. I see how it is.
Alright, next crate!
Do it!
Alright.
Pop! Clatter. Roll a D100.
If I get another 74...
72.
You were awfully close.
So say there's something equally cursed or not nearly as.
Surprise! It's my patron is just in that box.
It's
I just spent all this time talking shit, and she's just gonna pop out. It's like, surprise!
Max is like, well, now I gotta.
There's a smell of grease and metal as you find a box full of carefully sorted and stacked gears.
That was boring.
Oh, this is neat, but not really useful. Alright, next one!
Alright, roll a D100.
This is fun. We need to do this more often.
89!
It's another deck of many things.
I'm pretty sure that would be 100.
That is
It's a
crossed
Sarah.
out on the
It's a
list,
Sarah.
by the way.
It's a Sarek. He's been in this box this whole time.
Inside this box, you find a bunch of things wrapped in cloth, like big flat things. And upon closer examination, you realize that they are sheets of differently cut and sized glass.
Oh, so we got gears and glass.
And crazy spooky dolls. What a wild combination.
Can we go down the stairs now?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Where's our dwarf friend? Did he not come with us?
Oh, yes. He has actually continued to follow you
Oh.
through all of this. I'm just being negligent about moving the NPC. Yeah, he finally has stopped like his constant fear of doors and seeing how well you guys handle it as compared with the last party he was with.
Cool.
Is this another door right here, Max?
No, that's just the weird way that No, that's just wall.
That's fine.
There are only 2 obvious exits from this room.
May Blitz check the stairway for traps, please?
You may. Go ahead and roll a... are you proficient?
What would that be proficient in? Like investigation or what?
Investigation.
No.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Ooh. That's a 7.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be anything. Don't forget that if you have time, if you want to take the time, you can, you can just really do a careful search and not have to roll.
Oh, I guess I'll ask the group. I don't see any traps on this, but at first glance. But if y'all would like to take a few minutes, I can make doubly sure that there's no traps on this thing. This place has a history of trapped staircases.
Yeah, you can if you want.
It certainly does. I have no objection.
All right, 2 people's enough for me. So yeah,
Okay.
Blitz is going to take his time and really carefully check the stairs and make sure
Okay.
there are no traps.
All right. After a very careful check, it's going to take a couple of minutes. So if the rest of you want to do something else, you can, or whatever you want to do. Or maybe he's doing this while the rest of them are opening crates. I don't know. Although
makes sense.
that would probably be distracting. But he does not come up with any traps. You're pretty sure, barring something really crazy, that there are no traps on that staircase.
All right, I'm gonna try to sneak my way down, scout things out, make sure that we don't step into a trap.
Sorry,
so
you're
I'm gonna-
scouting?
Yeah, he's gonna go down the stairs first, but I'm gonna try to go stealthily, then see if I can, if anyone's down there, avoid being spotted. Actually, hold the phone. Before we do that, there are some tieflings down there that are awfully quick to attack me. So, you know that new disguise kit I got? Could I real quick gussy myself up? I'm not trying to disguise myself as anyone specific. I just tried. I guess I just want to give myself maybe a redder complexion or something. I just don't want to look pale white anymore because apparently that is a no-no and will get me smited.
That will take some time.
Okay. If someone else wants to scout instead of me, that's fine. But I think that's actually really important. I don't want to get blasted the first thing. If we go down there and they're down there and they see me. So I would like to take a second to disguise myself as not Blitz, as not white.
Okay. Cool.
Do I need to make a roll for that or something?
You only make a roll when somebody tries to see through your disguise. So
Gotcha.
We don't know how you did.
And I have advantage because it's enchanted?
yeah, so just make sure that you know what all the bonuses are that apply right now. And then when I call for a roll, then you'll make that roll.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna test something real quick.
Sure.
So ignore me.
All right. So this doesn't count. In other words.
Yes. I'm
right.
assuming this guy's. I'm fuzzy on tool proficiencies.
Yeah, it's like a straight up dex check plus your proficiency bonus if you're proficient
Got it. Okay.
with the disguise kit,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
plus any other bonuses that the special kit gives you. All right. What are the rest of you doing while Blitz is looking into a little hand mirror while seating on a crate? It's going to take a while.
I'm gonna poke through the gears. Does anything in them seem unusual, or is it just like some mundane gears?
What did you roll on that D100?
72.
7-2.
Well, you find a folded up piece of paper that has fallen in between some of the boxes of gears within the crate.
I hand it to Bella.
What does it say?
It appears to be a letter.
All right, I'll read it.
All right. Let me navigate. 1 second.
While you're doing that, Vapos is probably going to be taking this time to meditate.
All right.
If we're here for more than a half an hour, then I can get my key points back.
Isn't a short rest an hour?
It is, but for monks, it specifically says that they can get key points back by spending a half an hour meditating.
Well, I was literally going to say that the disguise takes a half an hour to put together before you told me that. So that works out pretty neatly.
Okay.
Yep. That'll actually work out just fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover. I gotta cover the horns and the face and the tail. It's a lot. It's a whole thing.
Okay, where is the thing that I'm looking for? All right, 1 second.
He's gonna do his half-hour skincare routine.
I think when he's done, he actually looks a little bit more like Bliss.
His previous... What the hell? Oh. All right. So the letter reads... Mr. Hamford, Master Ubbin, Master whoever, I fucking quit. I don't want any part of this anymore. I've made my fortune, all I'm gonna make, and I am out. I can't stand to be a part of this, and I'm not going to sit around until the terrible ritual is complete. You can feed all my stuff to the fires below if you want. I don't care. But I am buying my way out. I'll leave the payment in my chest. And then the next lines are just, I quit, I quit, I quit. I really mean it.
Well, sure is an interesting fact about the terrible ritual.
So add on to that the apparent slavery, the demons, the laser telescope that apparently traps its user. This is a really awful place, y'all.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?
And honestly, if it was even possibly within our power, I would say we lay waste to it, but even our manner of chaotic wanton destruction can't quite manage that, I imagine.
Not this time, I don't think.
I think we should deliver our message and get out of here as soon as we can.
That sounds very wise.
Well, I'm all done up. I think I should I'm still willing to go down first if y'all are cool with that.
We'll be right behind you, obviously.
Okie dokie. May I make a stealth check to try and get down the stairs stealthily?
Absolutely.
– 14. Not terrible.
Okay. You walk quietly down the stairs. And you find yourself in a very oddly different style of room. So let's see. I'm grabbing Blitz and I'm dragging you down. Dragging you down below.
Way down under the ground.
So, it's still kind of converted out of the living rock cave, but this has, you know, these kind of nicer paneled walls, and especially the lighting is much more dramatic. There are these two large braziers crackling with ever-burning flame in this chamber. And they flank this hallway. Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
These braziers are not carved, but forged with these interlocking designs of strange creatures, quite fascinating to look at, that almost have their mouths open, pointed toward the ceiling, and it almost looks like the fire is emerging from their open mouths.
It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Let's go step off the stairway and step
Okay.
close further into the room.
Are the rest of you following?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to drag you all down here.
Yep.
Messy
I think I
bulwarks.
got glomped by
Glomp. Well,
See, that big long rectangle just screams trap.
Yeah.
I agree. I wonder if these fire things have anything to do with this. I'd like to take a closer look at the braziers and see if there's anything, like maybe any secret switches or something.
You investigate the braziers.
I'm assuming we don't need to rush right now, so I'm willing to take some time to look them over, see if there's anything that might give us a clue as to how to proceed.
All right. Blitz, you find that these are giving off heat, and cinders blow past your face. You're pretty okay with that. You're resistant to fire inherently. But
oh, go for it. Sorry.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, as part of this investigation, Blitz will kind of like, maybe like very quickly wave his hand over the flames to see if like maybe that does anything. It doesn't hurt him as much as it would hurt someone else, so like he's just testing it to see like does this react in any way.
It burns you, or it's hot.
Okay, I just didn't know if maybe it would react to being touched. Okay.
It looks as though there's a chute, like a little metal slide almost, from the mouths of the creatures that are part of the brazier into the heart of the flame. Like there's like a metal channel.
Blitz will point this out to the group. I'm not very mechanically minded, so I'm not really sure what this means, but y'all have any thoughts? It looks like this might be feeding the fire.
Or a way to direct the fire.
Oh, you think maybe like it's a fire trap? Like if we step past here, it'll shoot out and burn us?
That seems pretty likely.
Well, I'm pretty fire resistant. Maybe I could try running through, see if there's a switch at the end that will turn it off. But that could be pretty risky.
Perhaps I might be better suited to this particular task.
By all means.
Vapos is going to use his special unarmored movement thing. He's going to get up close to where the braziers are, and he's going to run. Basically, he's going to run up the wall a little ways, and then run through the hallway along the wall rather than on the floor.
That's funny. Okay. Okay. Well, the sound of Vapos's watery footprints go pat, 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 pat along the hallway. And he reaches the door. Back there, you guys, Asarik is like, I don't like this. And he goes back toward the stairs. And, the eyes of the creatures on the braziers glow. White hot. And the flames start to move like water and bubble over the sides of the braziers. Meanwhile, a sheet of flame covers over the top of the stairs. "No!" says Asarik.
Oh, dang.
Do we just kill the dwarf?
There's a sound like bubbling water, but also crackling flame.
Things gonna get steamy.
Things are getting hotter in the room. Suddenly jumps to 100 degrees as the fire begins to pour out of these braziers. Everyone can take one action.
Vapos is going to run back along the wall and just shout to Bref, "Toss me the key."
And I will toss him the key.
I'm gonna try and grab Aseric and pull him out of the way of the brazier into this square.
Okay, you'll succeed at that. Bref, make a ranged attack roll to throw Vapos the key.
Oh gosh, would that just be like a dexterity roll?
Yeah, pretty much.
16.
Alright, success.
Cool.
Vapos, what's your base dex?
My base dex is 14.
Alright, you catch it.
Cool.
Curls, Blitz, Mavra, any of them taking an action?
Oh gosh, what would Weaver do?
Of course, I don't have any water spells up, but it's fine.
I have an idea. Remind me, guys. Did we agree that the items that we got off of, was it Trust, the Mind Flayer, we had attuned to during our long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. So, okay, Max. So help me understand what's happening here. Basically, the fire is spilling out of the braziers, and it's just like making this room hotter, right?
Correct.
Okay. How big are these? Is the fire in the braziers?
And it's pouring out of the creature's mouths. Those sort of receptacles that had the channel down into the brazier. It's like bursting over them now.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but
Do it.
I think for at least one of these things, Blitz is going to try to use his Ring of Ram to knock it over so that the goal is to get the thing to like tip over and like either be smothered by the wall or maybe even flip over upside down and like be upside down. I don't know. I'm trying to like, knock over this thing so maybe to smother some of the flames.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. On the one up here in this corner, I'm going to use my Ring of Ram. Blitz is going to like focus on it, aim in at this thing, make a spectral ram appear, and just try to blast this thing and knock it over, and try to maybe either douse, suppress, or at least redirect the brazier so the flames are away from Breath and everyone else.
I gave you stats for this. Make a strength check with the ring.
Okie dokie.
It's either a really good idea or a really, really bad one. We'll see what happens.
Attack roll with +7 bonus. Okay, so it's a strength with a +7. Okay. So 19 to hit.
The spectral ram bangs off of the brazier, which seems to be bolted to the floor, and does not seriously damage it, unfortunately.
Well, can I move?
Refresh your
Inspiration.
Yes, thank you. Your inspiration. And breath also for the crates thing.
Is there any way I can move just a tiny bit more?
Well, you chose to do the Ring of the Ram instead of doing something else, right?
Yes.
So
Okay,
you get one action.
Yeah.
Do one thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I did move forward. Is that okay that I moved forward?
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you do
It was only like 5 feet, right? Or something,
like
10 feet?
Something like that. Maybe it was more 10 feet. I don't know.
Alright, that's not very far.
I had to move like through people too, so.
Well, then maybe not. Oh, in order to do the Ring of the Ram thing. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Quick question. How magical does this fire look? Or is it just like normal ass fire?
It's weird ass fire.
Cool.
It's like flame that's like pouring over the surface of the metal and stone like water.
Okay, so yeah, that's some weird ass fire. Akira's gonna try Dispel Magic. Just like drop it right in between them and hope it goes like boof.
What are you targeting?
The fire itself? Is that possible?
All fire? No.
Okay.
I don't think that would be possible.
She saw Blitz go for the top brazier, so she'll go for the bottom one.
Okay.
And she did that at 4th level just for a little extra oomph.
All
It's
right.
a panic higher level.
Okay. Make a wisdom ability check.
I'm assuming that's just like wisdom, just straight wisdom.
Unless you have some kind of extra bonus, like a feat bonus or something.
Nah. Fuck. Does a 10 do anything?
No, I'm afraid not.
Shit.
You try to dispel the magic at work here, and unfortunately, you fail.
I rolled 2 5s.
That
That's
sucks.
very sad.
That sucks. Asarik casts guidance on himself.
Wait, what?
He does what?
Apparently, okay.
Akira whoops around, since when? And that's as far as she gets.
And he looks terrified.
Understandable.
There's some clicking and gurgling, and then the flame kind of explodes outward. So I'm going to need...
I'm sorry, guys. I really hope that not touching the floor would avoid triggering the trap.
It was
That's a good
a
try.
solid idea.
I was really worried it was going to be bolted to the floor.
It is... So I'm going to... Let's see. So both of these are exploding. So Blitz and Breath You are going to need to make 2 saves.
Okay.
So make 2 dexterity saving throws, please.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this second one. Oh, and I'm also going to use my lucky reroll for the first one. So this is the first one. That's a lot better, and then this is the second one with advantage. That's okay, cool.
Yeah, I think I'll use my
Good
luck
roll.
re-roll on that second one of mine as well.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, you just got the luck reroll you just got?
Yep.
From Master of Aeus. All right. Okay. So, you're both going to take half of 14, which is 7. And from the first one, and then Breath will take 12 fire damage, and Blitz will take 6 fire damage from the second one, which I know Blitz you're going to be having it again.
You said 6?
Yeah. So 7 and then 6 for you, and then 7 and then 12 for Breath. And then a rocket of flame erupts down the hallway, getting Vapos and Blitz.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So Vapos, can you make a save, and Blitz, please make a save.
That's not good.
17.
All right. Wow. Well, if you were going to fail your save, that was the time to do it. So you're both going to be taking 8 fire damage.
Okay. And thanks to evasion, I cut that in half.
Okay. The flames dissipate, but it's hotter in here. Now it's like a sunny day in the middle of summer in Arizona. It's like 120 degrees in here. And it's getting hotter. The fire continues to pour and expand out from here. And it's starting to get harder to tell even where the fire is not. And you can feel just in the air, there's this smell of sulfur and smoke, and you can just feel the flames coming. Like you can feel this rumble as though more and greater flames are coming. Everyone can do one thing.
Vapos is going to run to the door and use the key card. Or use the key to open it.
The key fits, but it won't turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're in trouble now.
Vapos, you also sense it powers down the electricity on the door, but it won't turn. The key won't turn.
Okay.
Try pushing it.
What do the rest of you want to do?
I think Blitz is just gonna... So, the fire that's over the staircase, is it just as hot and as intense as these two?
Looks to be.
I'm trying to just decide to figure out if prestidigitation would be able to put this out, which I'm guessing it probably cannot. I guess Blitz is going to run down the hallway behind Vapos, so he can get out as soon as the door is open.
All right.
And that's all I can think to do.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same.
All right. Maver will follow as well.
Sarek is kind of weepy, and he's like, "Please don't." I can't take it, lads and lasses.
Akira's gonna stay on this side for now.
All right. I guess everyone took an action, or yeah, okay.
Well, are you going to do anything, Curls?
No, she's gonna stay on this side for now, because if she were to move in, she'd be like right in the line of fire.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
Oh yeah.
All right. More explosions come, and they are bigger and hotter. From that angle. And then again from the other angle. That's actually going to hit nobody.
That's why Akiri stayed there.
But it's right at the edge of your space, Akiri.
She squeaks.
Nice.
Again, an alarm.
And then a spear of flame rockets down the hallway, also bigger and hotter, which will also miss Akiri.
Amazing.
By inches.
This is why I kept her here.
Everyone's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, including Asaric.
16.
19.
Oh no.
Mavra fails.
Ouch.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so late. I lost track of time. Okay, I promise we're wrapping this up soon.
Yeah, because we're all about to die.
One way or another, right? I'm sorry. I completely lost track of time. That's on me. I'm having too much fun. All right, Maver's taking 24 damage. Fire damage. Blitz, you're taking 24 fire damage, which I know you're going to half on your own. Vapos, you made your save. You take nothing. And Bella got a natural 20, so she will take 12 fire damage. Flattening herself against the wall just in time to take half. Very nice.
You guys okay?
No.
We're all alive.
It's now getting a bit painful to breathe. It's like 130 degrees in here. And getting hotter. You can feel that the next fires are coming, rumbling up from below. Everyone can do one thing.
I know breath was looking really rough when we came in here. I think Blitz is gonna try to keep him alive with a healing word.
Okay.
And I'll cast that at. I'll cast it at 3rd level because he's a little bit too far for me to touch. I guess I could I squeeze past Bella to try and heal him with Cure Wounds instead?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze here and hit him with a level 3 Cure Wound.
Alright.
Thank you.
Unless Bella moves, you guys are squeezing.
Yeah, Vapos is going to back up a little bit as well to create some room in front of the door for somebody else to try to figure out what to do there.
Okay.
And he's going to make a move that's either going to help or make things much, much worse.
Okay.
I am creating water. Specifically, I'm making it fall as rain in a 35-foot cube that extinguishes all exposed flames in the area.
I really wanted to do that earlier, but I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
Could be really good, could be really bad.
Extinguishing
Yeah.
exposed flames. It doesn't say anything about magical flames.
It does not. So I think that's your call.
Previous editions, it would specifically say, does not work on magical fire. I'm going to rule that it tamps down these fires significantly.
Okay.
And it completely fills the area with steam.
Ow. And suddenly it's a sauna.
Yeah, so, mixed blessing. That was my idea.
Alright. Please get us through the fucking door, says Asaric.
Right, I guess I will try. Does this door look like the other ones?
Yes.
But the electricity has been powered down, if you want to hit it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna try and destroy it. You know what? We're in a bad place. I'm gonna go into a rage, and I'm gonna recklessly attack this door. I'm also zapping it with my lightning.
I'm assuming you're going to try... Are you making an attack? You probably want a strength check. You want to break it open.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I'm going into a rage so I can get that 20.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. You break down the door.
Whew.
There's a
Yay!
sound of tearing metal. And you bust on through. Everyone runs out of the hallway. Out of the fire. And into
Blackness.
a circular chamber that is a veritable forest of pipes. And I promise we're ending here, guys.
So we out of the fire and into the frying pan.
Uh-huh. It's kind of a frying pan shape. So that works.
Ruh-roh.
As you are in this gigantic chimney area, you can hear workers up above. And there's a control panel. And flapping way up there, and now swooping down below, is a terrifying demon or devil or some sort of fiend wearing a proud brow of horns. I told you I would come for you again.
Wait, is he that green spiky thing?
No, he's the one that Vapos was shoved into the portal.
Ah, fuck.
It's okay. We don't have a mind flare to deal with this time.
It's true.
He is followed
By a mind flayer.
not a mind flayer, but a bunch of other flying creatures that come swooping down through the forest of pipes.
Let's get those radiant damage spells ready.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for playing. I'm sorry we went over. I lost track of time. That's on me.
All right, that was a lot of fun.
That was great.
That was fun.
I was scared for a second there, guys.
I was too.
The thank you to Ethan Hans for hanging out in chat and General Awesomeness. Thank you to Taladar, who's resubscribed during the stream. You're awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. No screen name who had to go, but hung out and always hangs out a lot. Thank you to Jeremy, player of Breath. Thank you to M, player of Akiri. Thank you to Kirsten, player of Bella, and also the person who took care of Rosie a bit tonight. Many thanks. Thank you to Nico, player of Blitz, and thank you to Danielle, as always. She has to leave halfway through, but we are very happy to have her. And thank you to Corey, player of Vapos. You guys are all awesome. All right. Until next time, when we're going to fight a fiend, potentially.
Good night, everybody.
Night,
Night.
guys.
Thank you for running this, Max.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
this was awesome.
Yes, many thanks.
All right. Awesome. All right. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Night.